Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I am Poonam Dua. Today with me you will understand some themes and you will be able to do the analysis of the great novel The Great Gatsby written by F. Scott Fitzgerald. In yesterday's video we covered the story, we covered the summary of this novel, and today we will do the themes like American Dream, Jazz Age, Society and Class, Selfishness and Power. All these themes we will understand, but before that I suggest you to watch the video in which we cover the summary. Before moving further, please do not forget to share and subscribe the channel. The link of the summary video I'll provide in description. I suggest all of you to go for the summary video first once again so that you are able to understand the themes easily. The first theme is American Dream. American Dream क्या होता है ये समझना भी बहुत ज़रूरी है. This is the definition of American Dream. आपको एक single question आ सकता है कि how can we justify American Dream in The Great Gatsby? So as usual, you will first give some introduction of the novel, the introduction of the writer F. Scott Fitzgerald, and then you will give the definition of American Dream, and then you will justify all the facts because of which we can call this particular novel to be a novel of American Dream. American Dream क्या होता है? American Dream is a happy way of living that is thought of by many Americans as something that can be achieved by anyone in the US. इंडिया की बात करते हैं, इंडिया के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से समझते हैं. देयर इज अ ड्रीम सिटी इन इंडिया दैट इज कॉल्ड मुंबई. मुंबई में जब कोई जाता है, कोई स्ट्रगलर जाता है, तो दे थिंक कि दे कैन अचीव एवरीथिंग लाइक एनी अदर स्टार हु अचीव्ड इट, और एटलीस्ट दे कैन लिव अ कंफर्टेबल लाइफ ओवर देयर, especially by hard working and becoming successful with some good jobs, a nice house, 2 children, plenty of money, and they believe that this is their dream which can be fulfilled easily. In America also, people were aspiring during 1920s, 30s for these kind of things, and this was given the name American Dream. This American Dream actually can be applied to any metropolitan city जहाँ पर लोग बड़े बड़े सपने लेकर आते हैं कि वहाँ पर जाएंगे तो सक्सेस मिल ही जाएगी. The dream of a land in which life should be better and richer and fuller for everyone with opportunity for each according to ability or achievement. इस definition की तरफ देखिए. This is the perfect definition of American Dream, and it was given by James Turslow Adams in the best-selling 1931 book Epic of America. And this is how he described it word to word. So this is the original concept of the American Dream, which was coined by writer and historian James Turslow Adams. Now we know the story of Great Gatsby, and again I'll request you कि पहले आप Great Gatsby की story को देखिए previous video में, जिसका link description में है. तभी आप समझ पाएंगे इस आंसर को. Directly please never ever jump to solving the questions. Gatsby's love for Daisy led him to achieve excessive wealth, and in the sense of rising up social rank and obtaining financial success, Gatsby achieved the American Dream. American Dream, as we know, is the hope that anyone can earn success if they work hard enough. तो गैट्सबी की भी वही एस्पायरेशंस थी कि एक सिंपल सी लाइफ जीनी है सक्सेस के साथ, विद अ वाइफ, विद 2 kids, विद अ गुड हाउस, कार, सर्वेंट, दिस एंड दैट. लेकिन गैट्सबी ने क्या रास्ता अपनाया था दैट वी ऑलरेडी नो, लेकिन उनका ड्रीम तो यही था, अमेरिकन ड्रीम. सोशल राइजिंग में उनको एक अच्छी रैंक प्रोवाइड हो जाए और फाइनेंशियल सक्सेस मिल जाए, जिसकी वजह से शायद डेजी उनके पास आ जाए. आप जितने भी एफर्ट्स करते हैं ना अपनी लाइफ को इम्प्रूव करने के लिए, स्पेसिफिकली इन फाइनेंशियल टर्म्स, फाइनेंशियल जब इम्प्रूव होता है तो अमेरिकन ड्रीम में बिलीव करने वाले लोग मानते हैं कि अब तो लाइफ इजी और स्मूथ हो जाएगी. ऐसी ही थी जे गैट्सबी की लाइफ भी. द लाइफ ऑफ जे गैट्सबी हिमसेल्फ इज एन एम्बॉडीमेंट ऑफ द अमेरिकन ड्रीम, as he is a poor farm boy initially who changes his name and reinvents himself to become wealthy and successful, at least financially. तो जो लोग अमेरिकन ड्रीम में बिलीव करते हैं वो एटलीस्ट फाइनेंशियल सक्सेस को बहुत अचीव करना चाहते हैं, एंड दे थिंक दैट फाइनेंशियल सक्सेस इज द सक्सेस दैट एंटेल्स ऑल अदर कंफर्ट्स ऑफ लाइफ. नेक्स्ट थीम जो हम करेंगे कवर दैट इज द जैज एज. जैज एज से रिलेटेड कैसे है ये नॉवेल. तो पहले जैज एज को समझते हैं थोड़ा सा. द ग्रेट गैट्सबी इज सेट अगेंस्ट द बैकड्रॉप ऑफ द 1920s न्यूयॉर्क सिटी. और जैज एज भी इसी टाइम में पॉपुलर था. उस टाइम को रोरिंग 20s भी बोला जाता है फॉर द एक्सिलरेटिंग पेस सेट बाय द रैपिडली इवॉल्विंग कल्चर एंड टेक्नोलॉजी. That was the time period when the world was just through with the first world war. और उसके बाद बहुत सारे inventions, बहुत सारे changes हो रहे थे पूरे world में. बहुत inventions हो रही थी specifically at the technological level. वो सब कुछ कहीं ना कहीं इस नॉवल में इंक्लूड है. जैज एज के सभी फीचर्स. तो पहले हम फीचर्स कवर करते हैं, देन वी विल सी हाउ द फीचर्स आर अप्लाइड टू दिस नॉवल. These were the features of the jazz age. There was rapid economic growth, scientific breakthrough, and with the scientific breakthrough, new technologies were emerging during that time. And because of the mass productions, it increased the wealth of many American. Mass production, जिसमें factories introduced हो गई थी, industrial development हो गई थी. Society obviously prosperous बन रही थी slowly and steadily, and because of this prosperity, people became engaged in new lifestyle revolving around sports, travel, and jazz music. और इसके साथ ही साथ अमेरिकन ड्रीम भी इमर्ज हुआ था ड्यूरिंग दिस पीरियड, एंड इट ऑल्सो बिकेम अ डिस्टिंक्ट ट्रेड ऑफ द जैज एज. अमेरिकन ड्रीम को हम ऑलरेडी डिस्कस कर चुके हैं. अमेरिकन ड्रीम वाज आल्सो वन ऑफ द फीचर ऑफ द जैज एज. यू कैन इंक्लूड अमेरिकन ड्रीम इन दिस आंसर इटसेल्फ. अब देखते हैं ग्रेट गैट्सबी कैसे जैज एज शो करते हैं. द ग्रेट गैट्सबी शोज द जैज एज बाय डिपिक्टिंग गैट्सबीज luxurious parties. तो एक तो होती थी उनकी luxurious parties. It accompanied live jazz orchestras which were quite typical for the period, and Fitzgerald, the writer, reflects on the material value and the struggle to get a higher social class in the book that is we can call American Dream. So along with luxurious lifestyle of the people, parties, going to hotels, jazz orchestras, which were quite interesting feature of jazz age, Fitzgerald ने American Dream को भी बहुत highlight किया है, materialistic values को और लोगों की struggle को उन materialistic values को achieve करने के लिए, उन सब को भी बहुत highlight किया. और ये सभी jazz age के features हैं जो कि इस novel में भी reflect होते हैं. Gatsby used to throw very luxurious parties accompanied by melodious jazz orchestras. So, and he himself was struggling to be better in materialism so that he can achieve the love, the lady love of Daisy. तो ये सभी jazz age के features हैं जो आपको mention करने हैं. Readers can really feel that Gatsby is an authentic chronicle of the jazz age. Jazz age को पूरे तरीके से reflect करती है ये novel The Great Gatsby. It depicts people's lifestyle in the period with detail. The luxurious parties held in Gatsby's house were very typical of that era, jazz age era. Gatsby invites as many guests into his fancy home as possible. His Rolls Royce, plenty of liquor, swimming pool, live orchestra playing jazz leaves everyone amazed, and all of these are the features of jazz age. You can, I'm repeating once again, you can mention Rolls Royce, liquor, swimming pool, his luxurious lifestyle, the live orchestra music being played at the parties. Besides other features, the novel also reflects the mindset, the selfishness of the mind of the people. For instance, it shows their struggle to get a higher social status और सबका अपना अपना एक selfish motive है. For example, Martel, we can call her an excellent example of a lower class person who is so focused on materialistic values that she can have an affair, and her plan is to have an affair with Tom, a wealthy man of high social status, and she wants to achieve all the wealth that she cannot achieve otherwise. And if we see the titular character Gatsby, Gatsby is concerned with improving his social status as well, but he does it not for material gain but out of love for Daisy. तो सबके अपने अपने selfish motives भी हैं. जैज एज में इंडिविजुअलिज्म भी था कि सब लोग अपने बारे में सोच रहे हैं और बहुत ही ज्यादा materialistic हो चुके हैं. Martel is a best example of materialism in this novel. It will be good to remember and mention this fact also about jazz age. Jazz age was the term coined by Fitzgerald to describe the 1920s, जिसको roaring 20s भी बोला जाता है. In his work Echoes of Jazz Age, which got published in 1931. नेक्स्ट है सोसाइटी एंड क्लास. सोसाइटी एंड क्लास से रिलेटेड एक सेपरेट वीडियो भी है और सोसाइटी और क्लास के हिसाब से जब हम एनालाइज करते हैं तो दैट इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड मार्क्सिस्ट क्रिटिसिज्म. तो अगर आपको क्वेश्चन आता है कि इस नॉवल को मार्क्सिस्ट क्रिटिसिज्म के हिसाब से एनालाइज कीजिए तो यू विल आंसर according to this pattern, according to the division of society and class, and there is a separate video as well for the Marxist analysis of this video. I'll provide the link in description. So social class is a division of society based on social and economical status, and Great Gatsby's main characters are clearly divided among these three social classes: the wealthy elite social class, the newly rich social class, and the working class. So the division is done in these three manners: wealthy, newly rich, and working, and it has been shown that all the members of all the classes are equally unhappy. We cannot pick a single character जिसके बारे में हम कह सके कि ये character बहुत ज़्यादा खुश है because of being elite or because of being newly rich or because of being a working class one. ऐसा नहीं है. सोसाइटी और क्लास अपने साथ हैप्पीनेस नहीं ला रही है. दैट इज ऑल्सो वन ऑफ द मोटो ऑफ दिस नॉवल. सबसे पहले बात करते हैं ईस्ट एग की. ईस्ट एग is known as the place where all the wealthy people such as Tom and Daisy Buchanan and Jordan have inherited their money from generations before it is known as old money. उनकी मनी को ओल्ड मनी बोला जाता है, एंसेस्ट्रल मनी बोला जाता है, रेप्यूटेड मनी बोला जाता है. सोसाइटी में उनकी रिस्पेक्ट है बिकॉज दे हैव नॉट प्रैक्टिस एनी इलिसिट इलीगल मीन्स टू अचीव दैट मनी. वो मनी उनके एंसेस्टर्स की है और जनरेशन टू जनरेशन पास होती है. दैट इज द रीजन दे आर रिस्पेक्टेड and they live luxurious lifestyles and look down upon anyone who is of West Egg. उनको ऐसा लगता है जो लोग वेस्ट एग के हैं इन्होंने तो नई नई मनी अर्न की है एंड मोस्ट प्रोबेबली बाय इलिसिट मीन्स एंड दे हैव अ that is the reason they have a different attitude towards life in West Egg. For one, the characters presented that live in East Egg are described as snobbish and opinionated. तो जितने भी कैरेक्टर्स ईस्ट एग में रहते हैं उनको थोड़ा सा स्नॉबिश और थोड़ा सा फुल ऑफ ओपिनियंस बताया गया, स्टीरियोटिपिकल बताया गया कि अपने व्यू पॉइंट से वो लोग नहीं हिलते हैं. दे थिंक दे लुक डाउन अपॉन एनीवन हु बिलोंग्स टू वेस्ट एग. नाउ लेट अस सी दीज पीपल ऑफ वेस्ट एग. The people of West Egg, also known as New Money, were born into middle class or poor family and worked their way up to being wealthy by working hard to achieve the American dream. American dream के बारे में तो अब तक आपको बहुत अच्छे से समझ आ गया होगा. लगभग हर कैरेक्टर के साथ कहीं ना कहीं अमेरिकन ड्रीम को एसोसिएट कर सकते हैं हम और हर थीम के साथ भी अमेरिकन ड्रीम एसोसिएट हो जाता है. तो सोसाइटी एक क्लास इतनी मेजर थीम है इस नॉवल में कि इवन स्टेटमेंट दी गई थी बाय टॉम, अ लॉट ऑफ दीज न्यूली रिच पीपल आर जस्ट बिग bootleggers. Bootleggers means who do illegal business of liquor. When liquor is not allowed, liquor is banned. At that point of time, if somebody sells and buys liquor, that is called bootlegging. And he feels that everyone who is living in West Egg, they are the bootleggers. And very cleverly, the author mentions the area of lower class people as well, so-called lower class between East Egg and West Egg, known as the Valley of Ashes. This area is described as a desolate area of land which represents the lower class and people left behind in the pursuit of American dream. And इसका example है George और Myrtle Wilson. They are among the people who live in the Valley of Ashes and they are clearly looked down upon by upper class, specifically by Tom. जब Tom Wilson की garage को visit करते हैं, he is disrespectful to Wilson because he feels superior to him. मैं तो Wilson से बहुत ज़्यादा superior हूँ. I belong to high class and because of his social status and therefore mistreats him to make him feel powerful. मैं बहुत powerful हूँ and he is from the weaker section of the society. This was the feel and treatment of Tom to Wilson. The next important theme in this novel is power. The greedy desire for wealth and power threatens the possibility at genuine happiness. Anybody who tried to show to the other world that I am so powerful, that person can never be happy. And the same has been told by Fitzgerald in this novel. He expresses how one's greedy desire for wealth and greedy desire for power threatens the possibility of genuine true happiness. Although money is important, money takes on the role of lavish possession, it is needed, but it blinds people of the significance behind true joy. Let us analyze the wealth power of these two people, Tom Buchanan and Jay Gatsby. The main form of power that derives the novel is the monetary power or the power of wealth. Money belongs to these two people. Both of them are quite wealthy, but the wealth of Tom Buchanan is far more powerful than that of Jay Gatsby. Why so? The figures of their wealth do not play a large part in their actual wealth. We are never ever shown that this person is having this much money or this person is having that much money. We are never shown that. But Tom's wealth is respected more. It far outweighs that of Jay's wealth because it is what? It is old money and is passed down from generations. It is respected, so it brings more power. It is respected and achieved through legal means. And on the contrary, the money of Gatsby, the wealth of Gatsby is new and comes from illegitimate sources such as the sale of bootleg alcohol. So people may enjoy his money, but people will not respect Jay Gatsby because of the illicit means used in earning the money. एक और पावर दिखाई गई है इस नॉवल में, that is the power of your sexuality. Martel is the one who uses her sexuality where she otherwise lacks power. उसके पास money power तो है नहीं, so she can use the power of sexuality to try and gain a more luxurious life. Her sexual power causes Tom, an otherwise reasonably respectable, very logical, very practical man from a well respected family, to be unfaithful to his wife and go off on a enjoyment adventure with Martel. And her power, Martel's power over Tom, gained her some luxuries as well, like a lavish apartment. And one thing which prevails everywhere in this novel is selfishness. Even our titular character is selfish to some extent, but because of love, others are quite materialistic. So, one of the major themes in Fitzgerald's book is the theme of selfishness and its negative effects on the characters and people around them. तो सबसे पहले अपने टाइटुलर कैरेक्टर की सेल्फिशनेस की ही बात कर लेते हैं, गैट्सबी, which is actually a very liked character by many, but still there are some traits of selfishness. He was so adamant, so apt in getting money and rising up in society that he was willing to do whatever, by hook or by crook, he was to achieve the money. His greed and selfishness led him to do illegal things that he should not have been doing. ऐसे काम किए जो उन्हें नहीं करने चाहिए थे. Gatsby ends up buying a house across from Daisy's where he was hoping to reconnect with her again, and he again shows his selfishness by wanting to reconnect and rekindle his love with her even though she's already married to Tom Buchanan. And next character who is quite selfish, the epitome of selfishness, I'll say, is Daisy. Despite her beauty and charm, Daisy is merely a selfish, shallow, and in fact hurtful woman. Gatsby loved her so much, Gatsby loves her with such vitality and determination that readers start liking Gatsby. In many scenes, we see her to be worthy of his devotion to Gatsby, but that was not the scenario. As the story continues, however, more of Daisy is revealed, and bit by bit she becomes less ideal. Given that she is fully aware of her husband's infidelity, she was, yes, so why doesn't she do anything about it? Because he has money and power that she enjoys. She enjoys the benefits she receives from those things, and she is willing to deal with the affair. It's okay, affair hai to hai. Daisy seems to have found love in her reunion with Gatsby, and closer examination reveals that it is not the case. Although she loves the attention given by Gatsby, but when she comes to know about the status of Gatsby, how he is using illegal means to earn the money, how he may not be respected by people of society in future, she chooses Tom in the end for practical reasons. And she even does not accept that she was the one who was driving the car when Martel Wilson was accidentally killed. So she proves herself to be a very shallow character. And the perfect embodiment of selfishness is Tom. Tom is portrayed, shown as a selfish, arrogant man who is often prone to violence. Throughout the novel, he is very practical. He's the one who has an affair, and he shows even his mistress just to make Nick feel jealous of him. An example of this, the selfishness in the Great Gatsby is Tom and Daisy Buchanan's relationship. They both are living materially wealthy life, but both are hiding an affair from one another. Tom very conveniently has an affair with Martel, but he starts feeling jealous when Daisy is having an affair. Both of them are violating their marriage vows, and demonstrate their selfishness and unwillingness to think about their spouse first. They instead selfishly pursue their own passions, very conveniently resolve their differences in the end and get united. इतना सब कुछ हो जाने के बाद भी वो लोग प्रैक्टिकलिटी को बड़े इजीली चूज कर लेते हैं, अपने डिफरेंसेस को बाद में बहुत ही आराम से रिजॉल्व कर लेते हैं, एंड दे गेट यूनाइटेड विद ईच अदर. This is a very apt quote, very apt statement given by Nick for Tom and Daisy. They were careless people, Tom and Daisy. They smashed up things and creatures and then retreated back into their money or their vast carelessness or whatever it was that kept them together and let other people clean up the mess they had made. Nick's moral indictment of the Buchanans, who are corrupted by their wealth and perception of things, ignorant to what is going on in the world around them. ये दोनों बहुत ही सेल्फिश हैं और बिल्कुल इग्नोरेंट है कि इनके आसपास क्या चल रहा है. दे रिफ्यूज टू हैव एनी काइंड ऑफ गिल्ट ऑफ देयर रेकलेस बिहेवियर. While Martel, George, and Gatsby have died, these three people have died in this novel. Nick observes that the Buchanans are not at all punished, not at all feeling guilty for their recklessness, and can simply retreat back into their money. वापस अपनी मनी की हेल्प से अपनी कंफर्टेबल लाइफ जीने जा रहे हैं. दे आर पोर्ट्रेट एज पीपल विद नो मॉरल्स और रिलीजन और गॉड. So these are the some major themes that can be part of examination for this particular subject or this particular novel, The Great Gatsby. Please do cover all these themes thoroughly, and the summary of the story as well. You can watch that video, of which I'll provide the link in description. You may join the classes to cover all the topics in detail and can click the link given in description to connect us for admission purpose. Thanks a lot for watching. Best of luck for exam, and please do not forget to share and subscribe the channel.